Prego, my name is Ron Falconi, and I'm the host of Meet Your Neighbor. I live here in the city of Brunswick, Ohio, one of the top 10 towns in America for families, according to Family Circle magazine, and one of the top 25 towns in America for an affordable home, according to CNN Money. I live here in Brunswick with my family in the Fairway subdivision of our great city, and I had this idea back in the fall of 2006 where I wanted to invite local politicians, local business leaders, and basically your neighbors down to the studio so all of you could meet them. We have a very special guest today. She is running for Medina County Commissioner, and her name is Kathryn Truman. Kathryn, welcome to the studios.
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Kathryn, can you tell us something about yourself that not a lot of people know about?
Well, I am an NRA certified rifle instructor.
Rifle instructor? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've been a marksman since I was a kid, and my family's a big marksmanship family. So.
Oh, okay. How did you get involved in that?
My dad was shot in college. Okay. And so he's kind of always prompted us to get involved in that, and I got involved, and my niece actually is very involved. She's on the USA Olympic development team. Oh, wow. And is going to Ole Miss this fall on a scholarship. And that's great. So we're all very proud and excited for her.
Kathryn, I guess the question I want to ask you is why? Why do you want to be a county commissioner?
I'll tell you what, I grew up, lived and worked in Medina County my whole life, and Medina County means a lot to me. It's a very difficult time for our county, and as everyone knows, for families and businesses as well. And I understand the importance of a commissioner who is committed and qualified. And so I feel that it's my turn to take the reins and help lead the county. Okay.
You know, the second guest that I had on the show was Medina County Commissioner Sharon Ray. Okay. And she kind of told us what a commissioner does, and I was wondering if you can maybe refresh our memories. What does a county commissioner do?
Well, the county commissioners hold the property that is owned by the county. They make the purchases for the county, and they are the budget and appropriating authority for the county, which is what you've probably heard of most recently because of all of the difficult economic times. Sure. All of the Medina County department heads and officials' budgets go through the commissioners. Okay. And do you know how often the commissioners meet? The commissioners have their, once a week they meet publicly, and then they have a discussion session afterwards. And then the commissioners on their own are liaisons to different departments, and so they schedule those meetings at their schedule, a more flexible schedule. But once a week is the regular meeting.
How do you see like a county commissioner affecting the lives of, let's say, everyday people?
Well, the highway engineer, which is an elected office that is budget and funds go through the county commissioners, manages the roads, plows the roads, your waste. Solid waste goes through a facility, probably most through the services that are provided. People may not, just about any government service that starts with the word Medina County somehow comes through the commissioner's office.
Oh, okay. What do you see as one of the biggest issues facing the county today?
Probably the same issue that's facing almost everybody today, and that's money.
Money.
Yes, money. Okay. The fiscal responsibility of the commissioners has been a real challenge and continues to be a challenge, and I expect will continue to be a challenge because of just the amount of revenues coming in versus the expenses going out.
Okay. And then how would you deal with that?
Well, of course, the first thing you have to look at is wasteful spending or spending at all, and where are we spending it? Which I think our commissioners have done a pretty good job of so far. The other piece of that, though, is to increase the money coming in. Sure. And that's where economic development and trying to facilitate some things to get businesses here is absolutely vital. Okay.
What are the top three things? Say you win in November. What are the top three things that you would do as county commissioner?
Well, the first thing I would probably do is meet with all of the department heads and just get a real familiarity for what every department does. I'm very familiar with many of them, but I'm unfamiliar with some also. So get a grasp on that, get a grasp on their budgets and where the funds are going. Second thing I would do is continue. I'm currently on the Medina County Planning and Permitting Task Force, which is a group of individuals who we've come together with department heads that are relevant department heads as far as building and planning and permitting and zoning. and are trying to get everybody on the same page so that when someone wants to bring a business to Medina or fill one of our empty storefronts, they can do so quickly and efficiently. And that's a real challenge because we have a lot of entities we're dealing with in addition to townships and villages and individual fire departments and things like that. So we're trying to get everybody on the same page there. So that is one of the things I would definitely continue to work on. And third, I think that I would start to maybe look for places where we're duplicating services, or where we can cooperate with other entities, like I say, the townships and villages, which all have their own identity, and we want them to stay that way. But unfortunately, Medina County is kind of a very delicate ecosystem because we all rely on each other a little bit. So to maybe try and streamline some of those things is one of the things I'd like to look at.
Okay. Kathryn, can you explain your educational background to people in Brunswick Hills, or maybe people watching on the internet right now?
Sure. I grew up in Medina County and graduated from Highland High School. I earned my Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Management from the University of Akron. And I also earned my law degree. I'm an attorney, and I earned my law degree from the University of Akron, and became a member of the Ohio Bar in 1996.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, I need to ask you that because I also graduated from Akron too. We may have been in school at the same time.
Oh, really? What time did you graduate?
I graduated in '94.
Okay. Well, I graduated in '92.
Oh, okay.
Were you in the business school?
No, I'm the Akron Law School.
Oh, in the law school you graduated in '94?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were. I didn't realize you were older than me. You look great. I thought you were younger than me.
I probably am. When did you graduate from law school?
I graduated from law school in '96.
Oh, '96. Okay, so you're probably there around the same time.
Because I went at night, so it took me 4 years.
Okay. I was just wondering about that. Hey, Kathryn, I was wondering, are you married?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm married to Vance Truman.
Vance Truman. No, he's an attorney also, isn't he?
He is an attorney.
Okay.
He specializes in bankruptcy.
Okay. Where do you guys live?
We live in Guilford Township right now, which is, for some people don't know, we're between Medina and Wadsworth.
Oh, okay. And how long have you guys lived there?
I think about 8 years now.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so how did you get involved in politics?
Well, that's kind of funny because actually my involvement in politics started here in Brunswick.
Oh.
When I was in college, I worked at and in law school. I was an insurance agent in a local insurance agency.
Oh, okay.
That's still here. And one of our insureds, I was kind of understanding the business part of things and getting more conservative daily as I saw what government and taxes can do to a small business. And one of our insureds was involved with the Medina County Republican Party.
Oh, okay.
And she saw that I was getting involved and said, well, how involved do you want to be?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'd like to be involved. So I ended up going to be the secretary for the Medina County Federated Republican Women Group at the time.
Oh,
and I was probably about 20 at the time. And I was definitely the youngest girl in the room by probably 30 years. And so that's kind of how I got involved. Then I became the president of that group for many years, and then ended up getting involved with the party and candidates and campaigns. And
oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's about 20 years I've been involved.
Is your husband also involved in the party?
Yes, he is. He originally, he's from Texas, and when he first came here, he wasn't involved in politics at all, and then he saw what I was doing and was like, well, that's kind of interesting, and so I dragged him in it too now, and I can't get him out of it.
Now, I know we have you brought some photos with you
yes.
here, so maybe we can take a look at those coming up. This is your campaign photo.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you like life on the campaign trail?
It's good. It's good. I'm kind of tired of looking at myself, but I'm enjoying it. It's really great to meet people, and that was when I was with the Republican Women's Group.
Okay.
We were sending stuff to the troops.
Okay.
And that's my husband and I had the opportunity to meet John Kasich when he was here for a function.
Okay. And that's your husband, Vance?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's Marion Ralph Regula,
okay.
Our former congressman.
Okay. Yeah, you live in the southern part of the
county.
Yes, I do.
So right.
So
he's
Ralph Regula's
the
district.
16th district, right.
Okay.
And that's Bill Batchelder.
Yes.
Our House Minority Leader. Right. Soon to be, hopefully, House Majority Leader. There's our Commissioner Sharon Ray and our County Recorder Colleen Swedick.
Yeah, both.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah, both those other guests were also on Meet Your Neighbor
really?
as well.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
So.
This was at I was born on Groundhog Day, so
February 2nd.
One of my parties was a Groundhog Day birthday party, and Peggy Jarrett came as the groundhog. There's Mayor Gary Werner and Mayor Dennis Hanwell.
Two mayors here in Medina County. Okay.
Yeah. And there's you.
Oh no, who's that? Hey, Kathryn, can you tell us what are some of the things you like to do for fun?
I like to play softball.
Okay.
I like to play tennis. I golf. I scuba dive. And I am addicted to professional football.
Oh, yeah.
I love to watch professional football, and I am a die-hard Tennessee Titans fan.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Why Tennessee?
Yep. Well, they were actually the old Oilers. I'm sorry, but I was never a Browns fan.
Oh,
I
no.
apologize. Please don't hold it against me. And my husband was an Oilers fan, and they're the old Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
So he kept with the Titans. At the time, Eddie George played for the Titans, who was a big Ohio State Buckeye guy.
Okay.
And so I started watching the Titans, and I was like, this is my team. I fell in love, and now I'm a bigger fan than he is.
Kathryn, for everyone on the show, I usually like to play a game of fill in the blank, okay?
Okay, oh boy.
When I was a child, I blank.
Talked a lot.
Talked a lot. Why?
I tried to think of something profound, but that was the first thing that came to mind. You know what? I don't know, but I have found that it has provided me with excellent communication skills as an adult. So practice must make perfect.
The one place I want to travel to, but haven't, is blank.
Australia.
Australia. Why
Yes.
Australia?
I would love to go there because I want to dive the Barrier Reef, the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, okay. Do you scuba dive?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
And so that's on our list. In fact, that was on our list for 2010, but then I decided to run for office. So that got pushed back on the list.
Let me back up. How'd you learn how to scuba dive?
Actually, my husband was a scuba diver, and he says, you got to try it.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
yeah, he's actually certified up to rescue diver. But,
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
so I got into it, and we very, very much enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
What about the person that I admire most is blank?
Probably my husband.
Vance.
Yeah, Vance.
Why Vance?
You know, he is, well, first of all, everybody loves Vance.
Sure.
He just has that kind of personality, and he's smart and funny, and he was not perfect in his youth, let's say, and he has overcome some adversity and been successful despite that, so I admire that very much.
That's good. When I retire, I blank.
Will be a better golfer.
Better golfer.
Yes. You have to golf a lot to be good, and I don't have the time.
So do you enjoy golf?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Very much.
Do you try to do it when you can, or?
Yes, I don't get to golf near as often as I like. Most of the time anymore, it's just functions and things. But
Sure.
Vance says he's never going to retire, but I think I will. and I'm going to golf, and I'm going to volunteer, and I'm going to get to do all the things that I can't do now.
Kathryn, do you have any neighborly advice for people watching in Brunswick Hills, or maybe people watching on the internet right now?
Brunswick is a pretty educated group of voters, but I guess my best advice I can be is be an educated voter.
Okay.
It's sometimes you don't realize how offices impact you.
Sure.
But especially at the local level, it's critical. So I would say be a good voter.
Okay. Kathryn Truman, a candidate for Medina County Commissioner, thanks for coming down to the
Thank you,
studios
Ron.
today.
It's great.
It's fun having you here.
Thanks.
My name is Ron Falconi. I'm the host of Meet Your Neighbor. I wanted to thank Kathryn Truman, Medina County Commissioner candidate, for coming down to the studios today. I doubt there's anything more profound to be said, so I am Ron Falconi, and I am signing off. Arrivederci.